Listen carefully. Right now, in this very moment, your life is about to change. Everything you've become, everything you are, and everything you will ever be hinges on one single thing: the conversation you're having with yourself right now. That inner voice, the one that tells you what you can or cannot do, what's possible and what's not, is the key to your transformation. Here's something extraordinary about your brain. Every single thought you think sparks a biochemical reaction within your body. Every word you say to yourself fires up and wires specific neural networks in your brain. When you wake each morning telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you're not just thinking, you're programming your brain's circuitry to build that very reality. What's fascinating is this: your brain cannot distinguish between what's happening in your outer environment and what you imagine inside your mind. That's why, when you change your thoughts, you literally change the structure of your brain. This isn't philosophy, it's pure neuroscience. Your thoughts hold that much power. I'm about to share with you a challenge that can revolutionize your life in just 3 days. Only 3 days to begin rewiring your brain for success. But let me be clear, these won't be ordinary days. These will be days of conscious, deliberate self-talk that shakes the very foundation of your reality. Most people live on autopilot, trapped by the past programming their future. They wake up with the same thoughts, triggering the same emotions, driving the same behaviors, creating the same experiences day after day. But you are about to break that cycle. When you change how you speak to yourself, you change your brain. When you change your brain, you change your energy. When you change your energy, you change your life. It's that simple and that profound. Think about it. Every great achievement in human history began with someone telling themselves, "yes," when the world was shouting no. Every breakthrough, every innovation, every triumph started with an inner dialogue that defied the current reality. The stakes couldn't be higher right now. You're either reinforcing your limitations or breaking through them. You're either programming your brain for success or programming it for more of the same. There's no middle ground. Your self-talk is either elevating you or holding you back. Let me explain what's really happening inside your brain right now. Every morning, within the first few minutes of waking, your mind falls into its familiar pattern. You think the same thoughts you had yesterday and the day before and the day before that. These thoughts are not random. They are an automatic program shaping your entire reality. Your brain processes around 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts each day. But here's the shocking truth. 90% of those thoughts are exactly the same as the ones you had yesterday. You are literally thinking yourself into the same life, day after day, through this automatic programming. Negative self-talk isn't just words in your head. When you tell yourself, "I'm not ready," or "I can't afford this," or "I'm not smart enough," your body believes every word. Your brain releases stress chemicals. Your genes express themselves differently. Your immune system changes, and your energy drops, all because of the words you say to yourself, probably without even realizing it. Think about this. Every time you have a thought, your brain makes chemicals. Fearful thoughts release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Angry thoughts flood your system with different chemicals. Your thoughts literally create your biological state. The critical part? Your body cannot tell the difference between an actual experience and one you only imagine. You've been unconsciously conditioning your body to become addicted to negative emotional states. That's why change feels so hard. The body fights to maintain familiar chemical states, even when they make you miserable. Your limiting beliefs are not facts. They're just thoughts you've repeated so many times, they've become hardwired into your neural circuitry. I'm not good with money. Relationships always end badly for me. I'll never lose weight. These aren't truths. They're neural networks strengthened through repetition. Each time you repeat these thoughts, you're reinforcing those pathways, like walking the same path through a field of grass. The more you walk it, the more defined it becomes. Your brain is literally shaped by your habitual thinking. That's why most people keep creating the same life circumstances over and over. They think the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, and attract the same experiences. But here's the incredible thing about your brain. It's adaptable. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly wiring itself based on your thoughts and experiences. This means you're not stuck with your current neural pathways. You can create new ones. You can literally think yourself into a new state of being. The problem is, most people wait for something external to change before they alter their inner dialogue. They want to feel confident before speaking to themselves confidently. They want to see success before thinking like a successful person. But that's backwards. Your external reality is a reflection of your internal dialogue. Your repetitive thoughts are creating your future right now, in this very moment. Your self-talk is either programming you for success or programming you for more of the same. There is no neutral ground. Every thought is either moving you toward what you want or keeping you stuck where you are. This is why becoming aware of your current mental state is crucial. You can't change what you're not aware of. Awareness is the first step to breaking free from these automated patterns that run your life on autopilot. Let me show you what happens in your brain when you begin to direct your self-talk with purpose and intention. There's a neuroscience principle. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Every time you think a thought, you either strengthen existing neural connections or create new ones. When you start speaking to yourself in a new way, something remarkable happens. Your brain begins to reorganize itself. It's like upgrading the operating system of a computer, except this computer is your mind. Let me make this practical. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, instead of saying, "I'm tired," or "I don't want to get up," say with conviction, "I'm excited about this day," or "I'm full of energy." You're not just using different words, you're firing different neural networks. You're activating different genes. You're changing your brain's chemistry. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your brain can't tell if you're actually experiencing something or just thinking about it with enough emotional intensity. This is why Olympic athletes improve their performance simply by visualizing their routines. They literally program their neural networks through focused mental rehearsal. The same principle applies to your self-talk. When you combine clear, intentional self-talk with elevated emotion, you're not just thinking different thoughts. You're teaching your body a new way of being. You're creating what scientists call a new neural signature. This is how people make quantum leaps in their lives. They're not just changing their thoughts, they're changing their entire state of being. Think of it this way. Every time you have a thought, it's like dropping a pebble into the quantum field of infinite possibilities. The ripples from that thought extend outward, attracting similar frequencies back to you. This isn't mystical thinking. It's quantum physics. Your thoughts are energy, and energy affects matter. When you practice focused self-talk with emotional intensity, you're no longer just thinking. You're broadcasting a specific electromagnetic signature into the field. You become a quantum creator. Your thoughts and words, charged with emotion, become the blueprints for your future reality. This is where emotional coherence becomes crucial. It's not enough to simply say positive words to yourself. You must feel the emotions behind them. When your thoughts and emotions align, when what you say to yourself matches what you feel, you create a powerful state of coherence. Your heart and brain work in perfect synchrony. This isn't metaphorical, it's measurable. Scientists can detect disharmony between heart and brain waves. When you're in this state, you become a powerful broadcaster of new possibilities. Let me explain what this means for your daily life. When you wake up tomorrow and say to yourself, "I am worthy of greatness," or "I am capable of extraordinary things," and you feel the truth of those words in every cell of your body, you're not just engaging in positive thinking. You're literally rewiring your neural circuitry and changing your energy field. This is why focused self-talk is so powerful. It's not just about replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. It's about creating a new energetic signature that becomes your new normal. It's about training your brain to fire in new patterns that support your desired reality. Think of it like tuning a radio to a new frequency. Right now, your brain is tuned to certain stations based on your habitual thinking. But through focused self-talk, you can tune into new frequencies, frequencies of abundance, health, success, and joy. The more you practice this, the stronger these new frequencies become. The key is consistency and emotional intensity. You can't do this halfway. You need to speak to yourself with such clarity and conviction that your body has no choice but to respond. This is how you begin to create lasting change at the cellular level. Remember, every word you speak to yourself either reinforces your current reality or creates a new one. There is no middle ground. You are either using your self-talk to elevate your life or to maintain your current circumstances. Let me lay out exactly what you will do over the next 3 days. This is your protocol for transformation, and you must follow it precisely. These 3 days will be unlike any you've lived before because you will be conscious of every word you speak to yourself. Start with your morning ritual. The moment you open your eyes, and I mean before you check your phone, before you think about your problems, before you do anything else, place your hand on your heart. This physical gesture tells your body it's time for something new. In this state between sleep and wakefulness, your brain is most receptive to new programming. For the first 20 minutes of your day, speak to yourself with intentional, powerful words, not just silently, but in a whisper or soft voice. Say things like, "Today is the day I break free from my past," or "Today my new life begins," or "Every cell in my body is awakening to a new possibility." Feel these words. Let them sink into every cell of your body. During these morning sessions, maintain absolute focus. If your mind wanders to your problems or your to-do list, gently bring it back. This isn't meditation, this is active brain programming. You're laying down new neural pathways and creating new patterns in your neural circuitry. The afternoon reinforcement is crucial. Between 2 o'clock p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m., your brain experiences another receptive period. This is your second window of opportunity. Find a quiet place, your car, an empty office, even a bathroom stall if you must. Take 5 minutes to reconnect with your morning declarations. Here's the critical part. During these afternoon sessions, add physical movement. As you speak to yourself, walk with purpose. Move your arms with intention. Your body needs to feel these words. Remember, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing your entire state of being throughout the day. You must catch your automatic negative self-talk the moment it arises. When you hear yourself say, "I can't," or "This is too hard," stop immediately. Replace those words with, "I am capable," or "I find solutions easily." Don't let a single negative thought slip by unchallenged. Every thought matters. Every word counts.